we are here back in the BHL League. We have FvR versus Nebula. Nebula will be starting an attack. I did not have time to switch the team names, but recently Nebula on Skyscraper has been struggling to find success. Yesterday they came off a very hard loss in the lower bracket finals of the FvR League versus PWP. They lost Sky 7-0, and yet again, as we see today, they did start on the attacking half. They are looking for their first win since week 1, which was an 8-6 win versus 404. Every game that Nebula has played thus far has gone to overtime. There's an 8-6 victory and an 8-6 defeat. However, for FvR, they are coming off a 7-4 win against 404, but they did lose to Aquatic and Redemption. In the Black Hole League, this is the first time that we will see Sky from either one of these teams. The real question that we do see tonight is, will Nebula be able to avoid overtime? Nebula, this season, has struggled on attack. They have had multiple both of their games when they have been on the attacking half, it was 2-4 splits in the favor of the defensive team. Overall on attack this season, they are 5-9. They're winning only 35% of their attacking rounds, while FvR is very strong on the defense, winning about 62% through the 3 games that they have played. Squared, we are seeing a new name. Squared is no longer on the Senator account. However, it looks like we are going to see just a full horizontal clear from Nebula. Nebula is very known for potentially stalling out on these attacking rounds, as they do try and take much more of the map than what is needed. They have the gun skill to show their success, however, they just are unable to manage their time properly when they are trying to full map clear. And it looks like we will see a lot of aggression come out here from the side of FvR. They are not going to give up the positions on this house side very easily. That is both Ash charges down, I believe, and now they are just being able to start opening this side as FvR decides to fall off with 1.5 minutes. Carnifex is on Geisha balcony. He is sitting here. He does have the wall open. Is he going to be able to spot out that Legion? Legion is able to escape, and there is Lewis playing inside of Geisha. He is the player that is holding Carnifex outside here. Now here in a couple weeks we will see the new season come into effect, and it will change how Mute does work. Mute no longer going to be able to just disable your gadget entirely. He's only disabling the communication when you do set it off. It looks like Nebula is making much better time. They are finally able to clear up into house, and there is no flank coming behind. Jan, great shot onto Jaden, hitting the one-tap peek from over the barrel. Now he's going to try and aggress onto Trell, while we do see Squared picking up a kill, and he is down below. He is going to fall back. He is repositioning, and now it is Zeno left to try and stall out this connection here. Carnifex getting taken down. Geisha is now empty. No attacker in. SP is now walking up these steps from Kitchen. Trell getting Lewis, catching him on the prone wall. We do see Vecna in Shrine trying to take control. Vecna this season has struggled compared to other games, other leagues that he is in. He is 18 and 24 here in BHL. The star player for FvR, surprisingly, is Squared. He is leading the team with 27 kills. Plant going down, Vecna on the cover. Squared unable to hit these shots. And now it looks like SP was going for the shotgun shots below to try and stop the plant. SP stuck in the retake, having to run up restaurant stairs. They do have live pings on the thermite, but will Ash swing with Vecna going for the swing, holding the angle. He knows that he is on the stairs, holding the peak, and will be able to pick up his second of the round, shutting down SP. Now, FvR, they have had a very inconsistent roster, as only three of their players have played every game that they are in. They do have an E-sub here tonight as well in Jan. This is Zeno's first game on the team. This is Lewis's first game on the team in BHL. The only consistent piece from any of the rosters from the side of FvR would be SP. He's played 2 games, and Squared has played 3. Now, Nebula, they have picked up Jaden. Jaden was formerly on NLG Unwanted, and last game he went 14 and 10 in week 2. We do not have stats for Splash. Trell went 14 and 8 in the one game that he did play. Trell and Jaden might be the X factors here that we see tonight. Zeno, I think correctly, he has played 2 games for FvR. He's gone 25 and 13. He is going to be the one that has to keep up with the gun skill from Nebula and try and waste their time. However, the role that he plays is much more of a anchored role. He is not the one that's usually going to be the one extending out. Now, these two teams are going to play this map much more like a chess match instead of a game of Siege. They're not going to try and play it like TDM. While yes, the meta is still much more of a Call of Duty TDM match, both of these teams are defensive powerhouses. You have to wonder if Nebula will take anything they learned from PWP and use it here against FvR. PWP is a team that is very proficient at a map like Skyscraper. And they did, like I said earlier, they took out Nebula 7-0 last night. If the game was streamed for the FvR lower bracket playoffs, was the VOD able to be reviewed in time? Were they able to capitalize on the information that they would have gotten from it? Carnifex with the first pick, as he is on Repel, holding a bit of an off angle, trying to chow the player that is in Dragon. It is going to be Jan in Dragon. Jan trying to escape, almost spots him out, does not take the shot, and he will be punished. Carnifex picking up his second of the round. Squared picking up 1 on the Vecna. They do have to fall back. Map's control is solely in the hands of Nebula. Nebula making very good time here this round, not stalling out at all. Carnifex holding these off angles, not allowing any of the players from FvR to actually retake into house. We do see Zeno holding a bit of an off angle onto the head holes that are made for Dragon. It looks like Nebula is regrouping. They're going to go for a drum side push here. However, are they going to be able to catch off Lewis? Lewis is going to be shut down by Jaden. Jaden shut down by Zeno. Zeno able to pick up another onto Trell. Zeno with a 2k. Will he be able to pick up the final 2? Flashy trying to chow squared on the minibar. He is falling back. Zeno almost hitting the headshots. He knows that the player is in shrine. He's going. That squared is going to be taken out by Splash. Zeno with another shot, unable to get the 4K as Carnifex is the one that picks him up. Prince, I do have ads all the way down, right? Zeno, coming off a huge round, has to keep that momentum going to try and get his team at least one round. They need to try and secure at least a 3-3 split, as Sky is relatively attacker-sided, I believe, in the Munich Major, and it was about a 52% win rate for the attacking side. Now, Nebula, I have seen them scrim a couple times on this, and they looked very comfortable in comparison to a couple of their other maps that almost were played tonight. Jan E-subbing, he does need to try and step it up, prove his place, and potentially get a roster spot if he's able to perform. He does have chemistry with some of the guys on FvR. Squared setting up to stop that black rush by reinforcing both of those walls and not putting a rotate. Zeno extending all the way into house SP with the barbed wire. He is going to be reinforcing Geisha, and it looks like setting that part up. Lewis on the Goyo. He's putting the Goyos on the reinforced walls to try and waste time once Trell opens the walls up. Jaden hopping on the Ash. He is moving on to that entry role, and Vector is going to be taking up the Grim and playing more of the flex. Now, Nebula really only has one, maybe two entries, as the entire team is a majority flex. Trell might be the only proper support player that is on the board. House wall was opened up very quickly, and you do see Vector holding the off angle. Will he be able to catch Squared running back? He hops on Kim's. If Squared is to fall back through Shrine, this is the time to do it. Burn effect applying pressure on the Geisha once again. It looks like everyone has fallen back from the house side of the map with under a minute. Nebula just finally getting to take that space, and they have taken house and the bottom of the map within just a minute and 15 seconds. Jaden going for the lurk play. Is he going to be able to catch one or two picks? Last time we went to this site, there was barbed on the steps. There is going to be barb there once again, and however, we do see SP with the shotgun. He is looking for the roam to try and come through. Is he going to be able to take out Jaden? Jaden is going to be shot twice, shut down with the shotgun, while Vector picks up a kill, try and bringing it back to 4-on-4. Carnifex once again applying pressure through this Geisha bout. Lewis trying to shoot through and catch Carnifex off. But he has to play behind this little box here. He's unable to move anywhere. Mezball being open. Now, Jan playing extremely aggressive here, running out, unable to pick up a kill, as he is going to be killed by Flash. Flash with a 2K, killing Zeno, and Trell picks up the final kill onto SP. Nebula shutting down any concerns about their attacking percentage and bringing it back to a respectable 3-0 already. They took that loss against PWP, and they are trying to learn from it and take anything that happened last night and fix. And before going into this game, FvR had a 62% defensive win rate. but just in these couple of rounds, it is already down to 52%. Now, the stats are a little off, as FvR has played an extra game in comparison to Nebula. And in the pregame, when I was in the FvR voice chat, there were talks about potentially banning the shields. However, they banned the BB, but no shield has been utilized. You have to. Do you think they are regretting banning the BB and not any of these other powerful operators like the Gridlock that we have seen utilized every round? In the notes, I said, is Jaden going to be the X Factor for Nebula? However, it's much more of the team playing properly as a whole. We do see the shield come out from Splashy onto the Blitz, but Squared is bringing out the Clash if he sticks it. And it looks like we're going to see a rush here, as we do see the Aurora, we see the Nomad, and we see the Blitz. Jaden gonna go below, and Trell gonna open the wall for a split pressure. Last week, Nebula in BHL had a bye week, as they did get awarded a forfeit win. Squared will be sticking the Clash, and it looks like we are going to see an extension here into Dragon with the Azami. Both of these teams, though, when they do get the advantage, no matter what it is, they struggle to close out the game. Will that pattern continue here with Nebula? In FvR's case, they went up 4-1 against Redemption on Consulate, but they lost 6 rounds back to back to back on week 1. Both of these teams very familiar with each other, and it looks like Jan might be going for a spawn peek here. He's going to flip on the cam, and it looks like we are going to see the spawn peek. He identifies that he is jumping out, and will he be able to pick up one? He picks up Splash. That is the Blitz down. Squared on the Clash is going to be very powerful now, especially with the Blitz down. Yes, it eliminates the one player he was purposely countering. It gets rid of the chest factor. But again, there's no roam. It's very much bunker heavy. Trell preparing for that Clash run out, not wanting it to happen once again. As we bug out here a little bit with the free cam. Wall is open. Jan playing inside, and he is going to try and aggress on Carnifex. He gets droned out, however. Carnifex still playing this balcony. They can no longer go for their rush idea. He does have to try and shoot through, as it looks like Lewis was the one that opened the wall up. Jaden trying to go for alert. He is going to push directly into the hands of a waiting Lewis on a shield. He identifies that he backs off, waiting for Carnifex to pick up a couple more kills. They kill one, they jump in as soon as they can swap it. SP down below does not have DC4. Carnifex was able to walk through. He was not shot by the Warden. I'm sorry, Vector walked through. He is planting. C4 out. It will kill the planter. That is the kill from Xena. He is playing on the minibar. Squared is able to pick up a kill. Carnifex will shut down Xena, picking up his second of the round. Trell with 1. Now he is in a one-on-one situation with a Clash. He's going to decide to Splash and allow the planter to get down. He's going to hold an angle. Carnifex still with 2 Auroras in his pocket. He can just shut down and lock the site if he wanted to. However, Squared has to aggress up, and he is going to be hit by a reinforcement in his way. He cannot run out, and he does spot out one. He's unable to connect to the shots of the Trell. Trell and Carnifex, the 2 top frags from Nebula. Squared shuts down one. Does he know that Carnifex is in connector? He does not. Carnifex looking at him, hitting the shot, securing the 3K. Nebula with a very dominant initial 4 rounds. FvR's mental might be slipping away from them. While we are not casting a game tomorrow, from what I know, on Friday, the next time you are definitely going to see me, we are going to be casting Velocity and Synergy, the battle of the 1 and 2 seed in their conference. Vixel, a former member of Nebula, actually second on the team in kills still, even without playing this game. We will see Jan bring out the Scopos for the extension, that way he can waste more time and decide to fall back. He will be able to take 2 of the drones out, and the Vector, we're going to see another rush. We're going to see a direct site take onto the window here in DJ. Will Lewis be able to play inside of Geisha once again and actually be able to counter the play here? He is going to be the win con for FvR if they have any hope of winning this round. We finally see the shield brought out, that hopefully they stay alive and they don't get spawn peek this time, as Vector is on the other side of the map and has to run all the way over. Nebula very wary of the spawn peek that hit them last round. We are going to see the Monty go for the rush up black stair. There is a player that is running up. It is SP. He shoots through. They know that he is here. The repel active. And Vector is actually not going to go through the window. It's not a window rush. It's a black side take. Will Jaden be able to win this fight against SP? Last time they encountered each other, Jaden ended up on the losing side of this shotgun. He takes the pre-fire and he will decide to fall off this time. We do see Splashy just sitting on the rappel. Jaden walking back up, will be able to win the fight against SP this time. 4-on-4 situation. Jaden spots out Zeno. Jan holding across though. Trail has to be the one that aggresses here and just takes the space and blocks and helps Jaden walk up. And that's exactly what's going to happen, as Zeno trying to fight Jaden still, as Trail is actually going to open the wall. Vector trying to walk here with this glass, but it's not going to work out very well if he tries to aggress onto Zeno. Jaden spots out Zeno's shoulder once again. Squared is down below and will get the C4 onto the planter. Flashy with the kill on the Lewis through the window. Squared walking up restaurant stairs. Vector with a kill. Squared in the 1v3. He has to get the 4K to win the round here. He might be able to spot out Glass. He looks away at the worst time, but he will still get the kill. Squared trying to win the 1-on-2. Unable to, as Flashy walks with the P85 and is able to shoot Squared directly in the chest. Nebula shutting down any of their concerns about their attacking half. Above 50% win rate now. They are up 5-0 and they have yet to touch the defensive side. Carnifex with a quick 8 kills. Jaden, who I thought would be the X Factor, is bottom fragging, going 2-4. Nebula is going for much more of a team style than a solo style than I have seen from him in the past. And we are going to be going to the kitchen site here, as Squared is trying to set it up that way it looks like we are going to see a bit of an extension here into this flip table room. I think it's just called restaurant, but this entire bottom half is called that. Squared making a rotate back on the site, that way he can play behind the sushi bar. It looks like any roam that's going to be here is going to have to drop through the hatch, but if the hatch is not popped yet. The vert coming out from Nebula, they bring the buck and they bring the sledge, however, they did not bring the ram. Almost gets bomb peeked through a punch hole. They do know that Lewis is around. He did jump out earlier, and he might try and re-peek these punch holes here that were made by Xeno. Lewis spotting out one camera, however, he has to aggress onto Carnifex. Carnifex, the top frag, walking in. Lewis is trying. No one is actually playing around house. They're just giving up that map for free. Splashy has yet to secure the flanks. He did throw one that is going to secure the top half of the flank, and he is going to try and hit a shot here onto Lewis. Will he be able to connect, or will Lewis shut him down? Jaden losing much of his health by trying to run in pantry. Beckner has taken restaurant. It looks like he's going to sit here and play the cut. He hops on a cam at what could be the worst time. Vigil holding it. Lewis, will he be able to hit the shot with the BHL? He misses a shot. Tries to go for a repeat. Does not connect. Xeno with the first kill onto Trell. Xeno with another kill onto Carnifex, shutting down the two top frags. They have to maintain this top control still because of how small this site is. Squared with a kill onto Jaden. And then Vector able to walk up black stairs and kill two. No, the comms were not given. No one is upstairs now. They have taken the upstairs control, and we still have the sledge on the board. SP sitting still in karaoke, just trying to hide. And he does hear Vector walk down the hallway. He's down the stairs. Will he be able to kill this gridlock? He whips on the gridlock. He has to try and play somewhere else. And it looks like he's just gonna hide. He shoots at his team's shield, and now Squared the win con here. Beckner about to open it up. He opens it, but will any of the shots from Jan be able to connect? Flashy trying to peek, throws a nade to force Jan out of position. Jan unable to connect the shots. Squared has taken upstairs. He's going to try and hold the vert on the plant. And that's exactly what we're going to see. However, the vert is not made. The vert is being opened right now. It's not going to be in time. Vector with another. He knows that the vert is getting made, but he's unable to get the kill. He has to walk in through the vert. Squared securing the single round on the defensive side. As it looks like now we will see the Echo drone hit Vector off of the plant. Did my title change not save? Prince, I promise you, I changed the title in OBS. Okay, it's definitely changed now. I just went to Twitch and did it. We do see the Mira and the Ace banned out, but we do see the Grim and the Clash. FvR wanting to implement the shield play does not want to walk into a clash. Jan instantly picking up the Monty. And Nebula very much in the driver's seat. Will they be able to close out the game here in regulation, or will it go to overtime like every one of their other games? Vector hopping on the Jaeger, Jaden getting shut down. He's going to hop on the support roll here with the smoke opening the vert onto the black stairs. He's actually going to reinforce off the rotate that he just made. Carnifex extending into house, unable to shoot the cam out of midair. It looks like we're going to see another two-man extension here into house. Maybe a potential three-man here if Vector just decides to stick around. The lineups coming out are very similar, as we do. We see the mute, we see the smoke, we see the warden and the Glacian come out. The only difference is the Jaeger instead of a Goyo. We might see a rush here, and that's or another black side take. Jaden looks like he was waiting for someone to try and get a little happy and jump through that window. And Carnifex with the first pick onto Xeno. Prince, I've had this little dragon icon since I stole it off Google. Square unable to properly walk as the vert is made above him, and he's unable to see the lesion of that is holding it. However, he does know that Jaden is nearby with the smoke canisters in hand. Carnifex still playing this shield. Nothing is going to be able to blow it up here, as the only thing that has the chance might be nades from SP. Trell trying to avoid this Legion shotgun below him and just maintain the pressure onto this Monty. Monty is walked up though. And we do see SP with the kill on the Trell from the window. They identify that Vector is on that 5 ping. They are trying to send someone below to go for the kill. However, Flashy is going to be taken out by Squared and Lewis. That is the Warden down. He's getting full rain havoc on the defensive side. Jan is about to walk through with this Blaz and apply all the pressure possible. Flank going down. Jaden has to walk through. Vector is going to be taken out from the window. Jaden is not going to be punished through the wall. However, he's going to have to pressure this window. He's going to get killed by SP. SP on a 3K. Will he be able to pick up the 4? Last kill on the Carnifex. Squared walking with the shield, and then he is going to be shut down with the King shotgun. And we see, maybe this is just going to be a very attacker-sided skyscraper, as we see the same black side take that Nebula went for used against him, and it works with a massive success. FvR only lost 1 player that entire round. It was off a first pick. We are going to see the exact same site ran back once again. We do see the Mute and Warden and Jaeger make their returns. However, you see the Melusi come out. You have the secondary shotgun, you have impact grenades, and you have intel from these wubwubs, as I like to call them. Trell is going to bring out the Fenrir to try and take some of the lines of sight away from the attacker team. He's trying to line them up while Jaden is making the rotates on site. He's going to keep the impacts in his pocket for any potential shields, as we do see Jan implement the OSA. It looks like the OSA is going to go. One of them might go on the site window that we saw SP get through from last round. We see the same extension And we see Carnifex back on the mute. He is leading the lobby with 9 kills at the moment. Vector and Squared not far behind.
Ready, set.
I feel like every time we have gone and spectated the defense, there hasn't been much of an extension, as Carnifex might get taken out here while they do prep. The window is prepped. Carnifex is looking for this flank, and that's what he's going to go do. He's going to flank. He's going to try and catch someone down below. The player that is below is the shield, and it's a Monty. Monty is alone. He has no support. He has to be very wary of Carnifex inside a delivery. Jan taken out. Jaden with his first kill in a couple rounds. Squared is on a drone. Carnifex is still in pantry. He does get misdroned. He's able to walk freely. No one knows about Carnifex. Carnifex is going to be able to kill both of these attackers if he walks carefully. Vector killing Lewis and Xena with the wallbang. They did have a cam down below, and that will punish Carnifex. This push has been shut down, as now it's going to be all left up to SB on the site window, and Jaden will pick him up for his second kill of the round. Squared killing Splashy. Jaden going to go for the 3K here, holding the impact, trying to get the kill with it, and he will securing his 3K. That's why you can't run the same push back-to-back times. It's gonna be adapted to. Squared and Carnifex both with 9 kills. Squared, however, has been on the Monty the last... Well, yeah, he's been on Monty the last 2 rounds and has been able to pick up a couple kills. And Nebula is on match point. Nebula looking to shut this one down and finally get their first win in regulation. They've gotten a forfeit win. They've gotten an OT win. If they get a win in regulation, it will secure the bingo card of getting a win in every fashion. And it looks like we're going to see a setup that might have been probably utilized against them last night. We're going to see these circles that if I am able to properly move this camera, you can look below your castle barricade and get the angle on the top black. Then you will see this wall here get opened up. That way you can knock thermite next to it and open up this geisha wall. It's probably going to be the Trell and maybe Vector playing in this part of the extension. Squared is on the Hibana, trying to... They're gonna go for a site take here. However, they're trying to push Jaden out of bathroom. Do they know that Jaden is down below? Jaden is going to play below and try and get the vert. Jan going 3 and 7 so far, not able to keep up with the rest of the lobby. Lewis getting shot. It looks like that was yep, that's from Splashy. He's on the elevated angle with the KTCSG. He is waiting for Lewis to try and peek one more time, that way he can put the last 2 shots in him and take him out of the round. He drops directly into the line of sight though. And Lewis will be able to kill Splashy. However, Trell calling out that his area is going to be taken. Vector actually trying to rat here and hope for a potential misdrone. House wall getting Maverick open, same way that Carnifex did before. Trell picking up a kill onto SP. Will Trell be able to make the play for his team here? Picks up. Oh, bad whiff. Jaden is able to kill Squared. However, Jaden might be able to make the play here and get 3K. He is in the position for it. However, Jan running downstairs, DMR in hand. He spots out the players on the cam. He gets droned out though. He has to run back down and he's going to be caught out by Jan. Both defenders are bunkered back in sight. Lewis trying to get aggressive on this house wall. Maybe potentially catching one trying to aggress on his teammates, but they're both droning. FvR might be stalling out here. Lewis able to take out Vector. It is now a 3-on-1 situation. They have to be careful not to give Carnifex his one. Carnifex going for the peak, looking the wrong way, and will be unable to get Lewis. Lewis with a 3K that round. Lewis was able to make the play by just sitting outside on the balcony the same way Carnifex was able to apply all the ghost pressure when FvR was on the defensive side. Again, the only way that we might be able to see an FvR comeback here is if they can win 4 rounds. Oh, yeah, 5 rounds in a row. Maybe they have to win the next 3 without a question. Will Nebula be able to let that happen? As it looks like, again, we're gonna see FvR just try and redo the exact same push as they took away the mute, but they lost their thermite. We are starting to see the struggle of closing out the game from Nebula. They have lost a lot of their momentum after going up 5-0. From 2 teams that are defensive powerhouses, we are actually just seeing a clinic on the attacking side. Carnifex is going to swap off of the Wamai and hop on the Goyo, expecting to pick up the Wamai. Jaden off of the Solus, they're not going to be playing the Vert, instead they're playing the Azami. We are going to see the Cade and the Castle once again from the respective players that were on it. They're going to do the exact same extension that was utilized against them. But will they utilize will they bring the Cade claws over, or are they going to decide and focus the sight walls instead? It looks like we are going to see a Cade utilized on house, and they haven't thrown the second one yet, but based on the positioning of Splashy, I have to assume that it's going to go on the sight wall, and it will. Jan, the entire FvR team is on the rappel, and it looks like it's going to be another entire horizontal map take. They have to push out Carnifex. Carnifex is going to be the win condition here for FvR. Going to be the win condition for Nebula. However, wall is going to be opened up by Squared. Carnifex is going to have to play it very aggressively if he wants any hope. However, the way that Squared opens it does not allow Carnifex to go for the flank. Squared opening up every wall very carefully to not allow any jump rotates through. FvR pausing and regrouping. They know they have the time here. We will not see Carnifex be able to pick up the kill. He does whiff a couple of shots, which we have not seen from him this entire game. Maverick opening up the sight wall here. He does have to run across, however, if he wants to try and get back onto site. Jan will be able to land some shots on the cross. He'll have to fall back, but he will destroy the zombie by accident. Jaden, one Azami left in his pocket. They are worried about the shrine window. Where is being shot through the footholes here. And it looks like they are going to try and flash out the player, but Carnifex is able to pick up the kill onto the Habana. able to spot the gridlock, able to only not hit any shot. It looked like he did on my end. SP picking up a quick 2 back in sight. He is in Shrine, about to push into Dragon, forcing the players of Nebula to fall back. Lewis with another kill. He is trying to kill Splashy once again from the exact same position that he found him in last time. Splashy will get the better of him this round. It is a 2v3 still. Splashy trying to hold a bit of a longer angle here. Vector will be taken out from Xeno. Xeno in sight. They have a cam on Splashy. Plant going down instead. SP trying to hold the cross, looking the wrong way. Plant is going down. Plant is down. They do have a firebolt. They have 2 smoke bolts still. SP could hold an angle through the dragon, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Splashy does have a C4 in his hand, though. Does not look like we're going to see Splashy try and utilize it, as he does have to push direct. C4 will go out, almost kills Xeno. SP picking up his final kill of the round. The drone work from FvR only attacking side is much better, and they look much more confident going into this. When they have won 4 of the last 5 rounds. Yes, they took their tactical timeout and lost 2 in a row, but Nebula has still yet to take their timeout. Trell picking up the sentry, hopping off of the castle, and we are going to go back to the karaoke side. We have seen a shield every round from the side of FvR, except when they have been actually attacking an exhibition. Yon picking up the shield instead of Squared. Squared has been remaining on the support role this entire game. And we are going to see another TCO shield, I believe. And every player besides Carnifex will have access to some sort of wall destruction. They are prepared for another window side black take. Vector on the bandit, he's going to bandit off this extension, that way they can just play here and waste a little bit more time, as they have been given it up rather early. They're reinforcing the geisha wall, which may make it a little bit easier if they're reinforcing both geisha walls. They did decide on which one to reinforce. We will not see a spawn peak this round. We will see the bandit come and put the battery on geisha wall. Is going to be getting tricked. Lewis claymoring his run out. Carnifex, the sole player playing house side in office. The entire team is around him. Jan potentially might run through and try and chase him out. Squared is on the game as he has hopped off the support roll onto the bridge player. You know, struggling to get his cam the way he wanted it. And this will be a wasted flourish run. That is a very crucial piece of utility that you do not want to lose out on. No player down below is Squared hopping on Kim's. Carnifex is being aggressive and trying to play up. Splashy, however, looking, and he is wary of the player below. Angle being opened up for Carnifex, however, they are trying to spot him out on a camera. Square just downed him through the floor. Great play with the Deimos there, utilizing his tracking. That will be Legion going down. Splashy now has to fall back, as they are aware that Squared is below and can shoot them through the floor. Trell will track him and will get a ping on to the Blackbeard as well. Splashy, still the player that is most extended out on the shield. That is going to be the shield bomb. He did not bring Elwamai this time. Splashy gotta walk into crossfire. Lewis unable to connect with the shots, but he's going to punch in. We do see BB, and we do see the BB of Jan. We do see the Dame of squared. Flashy will get the kill and drop. It is a 4-on-4 situation. Nebula is in the better position here. SP on the DM alert. Lewis still outside, throwing a flank cam. Jaden with another kill. He has 2 this round. Might be able to go for a third. He has his 4th kill down. Will he be able to pick up EPs? Well, he can pick up the 4K, but he will be unable to. And FvR will lose this game, but Nebula will take the game 7-4.